What's up, family? It is Tera Chantelle. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for connecting with your girl. It means so much to us. This video is for my child-free community. We just get each other. We just understand the trials and tribulations and the obstacles it has having a child in this world, because adulting is ghetto. Let me tell you, adulting, hunty, ghetto. I would not recommend it to anybody, not even my worst enemy. 0 out of 10, by far, 0 out of 10. And this is probably another reason why I am choosing to live a child-free life, because adulting is simply ghetto fabulous. It's just so much stuff you gotta pay for, so much stuff you gotta do, so many hurdles and obstacles you just gotta climb over day to day. And why in the world will I do this to somebody? You feel me? You gotta understand where I'm coming from. I will spare the poor child the hardship, the trauma, the chaotic energy. I will spare the child, because this life is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. You gotta be mentally strong, mentally equipped, and mentally overcome self-doubting voices in your head. You have to overcome shifting your mindset, healing from your own childhood traumas and your own childhood wounds, and being self-aware. Because if you are not self-aware, you are going to unconsciously move throughout this life and not asking yourself, do you really want kids? Is it really good for your mental to have a child here? Me personally, mentally, I don't deal well with stress. I don't deal well with worrying. I don't deal well with noise. I don't deal well with emotions a lot of the times. I don't deal well. And this is when I realize my attachment style, as I'm beginning to learn more and more about myself, heal my own childhood wounds, parent myself, I realize I have a dismissive attachment. And what that means is that emotionally, I can't baby you. I cannot baby you. I personally do this thing called tough love. I need you to be independent, because that is what I function and thrive in the most, is my independence and my autonomy. So I encourage a lot of people to be independent, and I understand some people cannot be because of their own attachment style. Some people have fearful attachment style, anxious attachment style, so they're overly emotional, overly codependent and needy. And for me, if a child has this characteristic, I'm gonna be like, you know what, baby? I'll probably add trauma to the child's life, and they gonna think I don't love them because I'm not emotional. I'm not so like on doing all this baby talk. I'll probably tell the poor child to get on with it. You gotta move on. And I will start having this whole life wisdom to a little child that's not really gonna be able to comprehend what I'm saying, because mentally they need nurturing behavior, they need a hug, they just need you to be present with them. And I can truly be all of that and adapt to that, but do I want to? No. And that's the thing, we have to know what works for us. I personally rather thrive in my career. I rather thrive in my purpose. I found my purpose. I found what excites me, what brings me fulfillment. So instead of just using a child to bring me happiness, fulfillment, and putting my purpose into a little human, a kid, a baby, I decided to be self-aware and begin to answer to myself, to parent myself and to love myself, so now I truly enjoy my life. I don't think I'm missing out on anything. You get so many people saying you're gonna regret living a life child-free. Honey, when you know yourself, when you know your mental capacity, when you know your attachment styles, when you know your childhood trauma, your childhood wounds, you don't even want to put people through the misery here, because adulting is ghetto. It's so much stuff you have to pay for. Let's talk about insurance. You need insurance for your car. You need insurance for your business. You need insurance for your house. You need insurance for your apartment. You need insurance for yourself. You need dental insurance. You need health insurance. How many insurance do you need? And it really is a scam, because now we're like wishing bad to happen. You know what I mean? It's like law of attraction. When you speak life, when you speak good would happen. But if we're anticipating bad things to happen, guess what's gonna happen? It's just, let's do the math here. That's why all of this is truly a scam, okay? It's truly a scam. I personally would not recommend this to anybody. And that is just another reason why I'm choosing to live a child-free life. It brings me so much peace, so much joy waking up to silence every day. If I don't want to work, I don't have to. If I don't want to do something, I don't have to. And I don't have to answer to nobody, because when you have a child, even though the parents think they're in control and think that they are making all these rules, the kid is the boss. The kid be running the parents. You have a little boss on your hands, because if the child don't want to sleep, you not sleeping. If the child don't want to eat, you got to make them another food that they like. If the child wants candy, you're gonna give them candy. The kid be bossing the parents around, because they are gonna do anything to shut this kid up. So if the kid don't shut up, then guess what? They're gonna continue to cry. So how the kid knows how to get what they want, they're going to boss you around. And they know that you don't want me to embarrass you, right? You don't want me to embarrass you. You don't want me to just be crying in and fussing. So you gonna give me some candy. You gonna let me watch TV. You gonna let me use your phone to play a game. That's what you gonna do. And this is what the kids be doing. These kids are so smart. I don't got time to have a little boss bossing me around, because you know what? I'm gonna have to be a punk and let them boss me around, because you know what? I asked for it. I called them in my life to teach me a lesson. But it really is so funny that kids are truly the teachers to the parents, and kids really motivate the parent to do better, to truly grow up and to be an adult. So most people use kids when they are not adulting themselves. They needed that extra push. They needed that inspiration. They needed that motivation, because they couldn't find that within themselves, and they couldn't tap into that within themselves. And as me being child free, I had time to learn about me, to explore who is Tera Chantelle, to enter into self-discovery and parent myself, to tap into fulfillment within myself. And now I feel so whole. I feel like I'm not missing out on not having a child just because society has deemed that as the goal and achievement in life. I would rather spare the poor child the misery here. This world is very chaotic. You know, you just heard the sirens going. They about to just probably go lock somebody up, and it's not peace on earth like it should be. It's only peace on earth when your mind is in paradise. When you view this life as heaven on earth, then that's how it's gonna be. I don't have the energy to coach a child day by day and having that much responsibility. Like, I can do it like an auntie part-time, you know, for a couple hours a day. I can have that patience and I can have that full attention. But what about me? Who is gonna parent me? Because I'm still healing, I'm still learning. I want to explore this life. I want to sleep in. I want to be taken care of. When you have a kid, the kid lives for free, okay? Because you ask them, they don't gotta pay for nothing. And I don't agree when they have these parents making the kid overwork and be a workaholic, because this is what trauma starts. Because, oh, you broke, the parents broke, so now you want the kid to have a job. You shoulda not had a baby if you can't feed the baby. Golly, we're just living in reverse and we're adding too much pressure on the kids. And I'm just a child advocate. Like, I'm team kid at the end of the day, because the way that we're abusing and using the children is very hard to watch. And it's like, yo, people get mad that you a child-free woman and you actually want to give them a few pointers, but we can't talk, right? Because we don't have no kids, so we don't know best. Like, we ain't been a kid before. So it's just, we living in a chaotic time where child-free people cannot help other people who are a parent when they really need the most help the most. We're unable to really have an opinion on raising, protecting, and voicing for kids because we don't got one. So excuse me. But as we enter into 2022, I think we should allow people to voice their concern and actually see what you can learn from and grow from. But we should all focus on self-development so we can help humanity overall. It really is self-love that's gonna cure this mess that we are living in. If we all start loving ourselves, if we all start really developing love for self, then we're not going to be so needy, codependent, and we won't have so much expectation on other people and feeling like they have to do things for us and having all these expectations on kids either. We're going to let kids be kids and let parents finally be a parent. Thank you, family, so much for tuning in, tapping in. It is Tera Chantelle, and I am gonna meet you at the top, baby.